Yeah, I'm sharing my screen. Is it visible?
Yes,
Okay, thank you. Um, Yesterday we have seen about something like JavaScript with the how many types like we can print the like output in the like browser at the consoles at the document at right or with the help of indexed HTML. Like inner HTML. The different things like we have seen it and JavaScript statements what is the instructions and different things like we have seen it and length and line breaks how many characters it can handle a single line and what is the black and what are the keywords in the javascript something like where let cast return this is not keywords like we cannot create as a variable because that are just like predefined like keywords so that we cannot use it as a result word cannot be used as a variable so we cannot use it and in the JavaScript syntax something like in a program like syntax in the sense like it will be for everything like it will be storing as a just like one normal like for every variable it will be storing as one like memory like location like it will be creating for one thing and an equal sign is to use to assign the variables. It means something like whenever you will be using a single equal to symbol, this means something like we can say that it's an for the purpose of assigning the variables. For the assigning variables. Okay, we have seen the statements and we have seen the JavaScript syntaxes. It means like how we can create it and where we can write it. We have seen things like operators and all like everything. Just like we have seen something like how many types of keywords will be there and how we will be writing it. But whereas in the keywords itself, like it means something like JavaScript keywords are used to identify actions to be performed. For example, the let keyword tells the browser to create a variable. Not only with the help of let, but it can be the like let constant. It means like the three things as a all the variable declarations to create the variables. Now let's go with the JavaScript comments. If comments not there, it will all execute JavaScript code. Next, this is the just like for the commenting purpose, or else like we can between like we can put. It means like whichever if you declare with the double slashes or just like with this one, it will be like created. I mean like treated as a comments. Comments are ignored and will not be executed. If you see this one, it won't be get executed. So if you want to just like keep for our description or just like for our future development purpose, we can put in our comments. Whichever not in the comments, like that will be getting executed. See that 10 got printed, not the 20, because that is in the comment, so it's not executed. The other way, like how we can create our comments, we can put any number of lines, something like it won't be just like displayed anywhere, like just like it will be particular in the comments and all like that will be just like for understanding the things like. I can say something like it is just like single line comments, we can say it. Whereas this one, this is the multi-line comments. we see here, like which are I have created it, JavaScript comments. If I write a single line, for every line, like one line, single line, it will have its own like forward slashes. But if you're having the multiple lines of the code also, you can close with the some random text I have put it. If you see now, this line it won't get executed, the 2, 3, or 4 lines. This is the multi-line comments. You can say something like multi-line comments. It's for user understanding purpose or just like a developer understanding. If you have any document and have to use description about any method or any variables or something, that time you can get the multi-line comments, but whereas single line comments is enough. If you do normally control KC in the VS Code, just like by selecting something, if it's an HTML comments, like that will be taking as this one, like this. In the exclamatory mark, just the hyphen last also hyphen with the plus brace. That is a way more different, something like if you see the comments. It is for the HTML comments purpose. It is for the HTML comments purpose. And next, I can say something like JavaScript identifiers or the names, like what null rules are available to create it, or just like to do it. I can say something like identifiers are the JavaScript names. Even like what are the variable names or something like whatever you'll be creating it, that will be calling as a names. That are just like this thing can be like identifiers are used to name variables and keywords and functions. Maybe the rules is just like I can say there are multiple rules are available to create the variables or something. Three things: a letters or a dollar symbol and an underscore at the starting. Any number of characters, any number of letters, any number of things, dollar signs, I can do with that. But whereas note, something like numbers are not allowed at first character in names. This way, JavaScript easily distinguish identifiers from numbers. And JavaScript is the case sensitive. I can say something like whichever will be creating something like the small letter or capital letter, it will be taking as different variables. For example, in the comments like I'm going to create it. Like let's see, first name, okay, doing with the camel case. Camel case in the sense like in the word first it will start with a small letter and next word it will be capital. Like this. In this case, suppose it will be generating as two variables. First name is one variable, both the first names only. It is small letters. This is the second variable. Ishan Chandra. Like that. Like I can say like it's created with these things. If you're printing the things now, last first name and last name. Like that, for example. See, Chandra Chandra. It means like two variables taken as a different variables. That's why this just like we should be more careful when creating the variables or something like I can say. While creating the just like things and all like we should be more specific. Hyphens are not allowed in our JavaScript. Something like first hyphen name. This is not allowed. That is not allowed in our JavaScript. But we can do something like underscore. You can write like this, but not it's not possible with like hyphens. That is not a good way to do it. That's the JavaScript rules. And I can say something like there will be underscore like we can use it, and upper camel case or lower camel case or Pascal case. A Pascal case in the sense like it will be starting with the like L also capital and N also capital. That is just like Pascal case we can consider it. And lower camel case also. For example, first underscore name, last underscore name. employee underscore age, like that. Anything, like we can take the examples. And next, upper camel case, Pascal case. Upper camel case or Pascal case in the sense like what we can consider. It'll start with the same capital only, and it will be second one also capital only. Not this. Yeah, like that. Our name, for example, without this space, like that, for example. Employee salary, like that. And whereas the lower camel case, it will be like normal way. With your camel case, you can consider it will start with the small and end with the capital last name. And like we can write or something like any other thing, something like employee address, something like anything. It will start with small, and whenever the new word is coming in the English, that time like you can use as a capital second one. And JavaScript is like it will be using as a Unicode like a cassette internally. It means something like we, I can say in our like head tag like we'll be specifying right in the either UTF-8 or just like something like we can specify this one character set. And the JavaScript like it will be using as a Unicode. UTF-8 or UTF-16 or something like different things will be there. That will depends on like what the language it will be. And now let's go with the JavaScript variables. I can say something like there are four ways to declare a variable. One is the var, two is the let, three is the const, four nothing. Without anything like directly with the variable, like that is like fourth type. And what are variables? Variables are containers for storing data or storing data values. And next thing, okay. Now let's go with the one example for the variables. that one simple like HTML things, and the script something like I'm going to write down like different variables something like. And then just like for example like that if you create it like it isn't just like with the value of where and where the let also same thing. For example like console.log like we have practiced like console.log and that's my right and everything. Just I'm going to print that one. Console in the sense like we should be inspecting it. Yesterday I have mentioned to you guys we need to inspect it, and in the console we can see our values like which are will be printing in the console.log. It will be coming under this one. In this console.log like not only I mean like log, it can have something like info, warnings or error, different things like we can print it like let me print out something different ways. See, it has so many things like console.info. If we see now, first one is with the log, second one with the information, info, and third one with the like error. It means something it will be containing some error available here in the console data that one. And whereas this is a warning. Warning means something like yellow color everywhere, like not only here. The error means something like red color. Info just like log means that the normal. These three things will be using most of the cases. We'll be using most of the cases. Any doubts in this? Like okay, hope there is no doubt. Just I'm putting with the I mean like console so that you guys won't forget it by saying it. And now I will tell you guys about when to use which variable. always like we can create with about three things already we know it, like where, let, cast, name. But whereas the keyword just like it's been introduced in between like 1995 to 2015. These things are like it's been introduced in 2015. The E6 thing, these two things. I can say something like if you want to use your code in the web browser, you must go with and whereas next want to use the const. Want to use the const. If you want just like a general rule, always declare the like a rule in the sense like it should not be modifiable or something. If you don't want to change any value, that case like you can declare the. And one more thing like we should have note, JavaScript identifiers are the case sensitive. And if you declare a variable and you haven't assigned any value, with the left hand const, you cannot redeclare any variable with the left hand const. The same variable like you cannot be duplicatable. Whereas if you declare it where also like you cannot declare with the const and let things. And like now we are seeing about constants, right? Like when to use it. While saving, like name, like file names also you should not be hyphen. That's not a good way. Just like to make a note. Any doubts you guys can ask like right now. some exception, something like some exception there. That's not acceptable. It means something like reassignment is not possible. This is not a, like acceptable. Let's say like I'll be getting an error. If you see now, assignment to constant variable, like it means type error, like you cannot reassign anything to a particular constant variable. That is the error like we'll be getting it. And whereas on one more thing, something like when declaring the constant variable, we need to assign the value. So if you put something like temp variable, I'm creating it and I'm not assigning it. We see here missing initialization in the const declaration. It means like we're creating the variable, like we need to assign the value. We should not be doing as with the empty like declaration. I can say something like const is preferable in the mainly cases of use const when you declare a new array and a new object and a new regular expression and a new function. In this case, like we can go with another thing. Because in the card, this one, like I can say, it will be assigned as the reference, not the value. We can change the properties of it. Okay, guys, there is no charging in the laptop, so that like it might be getting shut down. No power. Okay, we'll meet you tomorrow. Like, have a great day, all of you. Thank you so much.